things I wish I knew before travelling to New Zealand, and distances can be deceptive. You can put into Google Maps and it will say 3-4 hours, and yeah, it's going to take longer. The road speeds are lower than a lot of countries. You can get stuck behind a tractor and it just takes a bit longer to get anywhere. The weather changes fast. Pack for all 4 seasons, especially on the South Island, because it can be sunny in the morning and snowing in the afternoon. Internet isn't always reliable. It is worth considering to download your maps, download your movies. Data costs are more expensive. Everything closes early. Everything will pretty much be closed 5-6 o'clock. You'll often find if you're in a restaurant, they'll be closing up around 9-10 o'clock. So bear that in mind, particularly in rural towns, you'll find they close quite early. We drive on the left. There's a few signs in hire cars, there's signs on the road, particularly around Queenstown, to remind you, please drive on the left. Book early, particularly in peak season. You need to book your tours, you need to book your ferries, you need to book any train travel, any bus travel, accommodation, car hire. I'm not saying there's nothing available, but you could be disappointed. You don't need to provide a tip in a restaurant or for your tour guides. It's appreciated, but you don't have to. So you can consider this in part of your budgeting. It's clean and green for a reason. Before you even get into the country, you're going to meet the biosecurity restrictions. There are a lot of things you cannot bring into the country. Please research this before you get on your flight, before you pack your bag even. There is more to New Zealand than just Queenstown and Rotorua. In my road trip videos, I try and include as many recommendations as possible, particularly for off-the-grid, non-touristy things, because they're amazing. Beautiful places like going north of Auckland in the Bay of Islands, heading all the way down south to the Catlins. They're not traditionally on the tourism marketing, but they're amazing. So do your research. The people are lovely, but Kiwis are rule followers. They joke that the British like to queue. We do. But so do the Kiwis. These rules extend to conservation areas where a lot of the places you need to wash your shoes before you enter, stepping onto disinfectant pads in consideration for, again, biosecurity. So there are rules in certain areas. Some of them will be put in multiple languages, but bear in mind they might only be in English. It's just something I think you should consider, is respecting Māori culture. It would be handy to learn a few key words like kia ora and ngā mihi, hello and thank you. These handy phrases are just polite and helpful to know. Also respecting when you're on Māori site in the removing your shoes, and you only go if you're invited onto the property. And another one is don't sit on tables. It's tapu, sacred, to sit on a table where somebody eats.